What's going on, everybody? This is Daryl, also known as the Finisher. I'm still doing a series that's part of organization, and a video about some of the things I take with me. These are tools that I literally have with me every day. Now, I had a video about my trailer and how that's organized. Now, this is the things that are in my actual truck. I got a truck box. I got storage inside the truck, but these are tools that I use that I actually have with me every day. And once again, I'm a Makita guy, and that don't hate me because of it, man. Just we can all come together as one. All right, let's get into it. First things first, the driver. I mean, everybody needs a driver, and number one, and also let me tell you with Makita, I don't know if it's like this with all the other brands. I know with Makita, if you just go to the store to get a driver, there are different ones, so you have to look at the box. It'll tell you how much torque. Now, I only get the ones that come in the pack with the hammer drill, and it's the highest one they have, and it's I think 1,600 foot-pounds of torque. But the ones, if you just were to go there and they have one for $100 and it's like just tool only, it's gonna be like 1,100. I mean, they're lower levels. So this is the highest one they have. I'm not even sure. I don't know what the model number is, but number one. Next, the drill. Now, this is a hammer drill, and I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. I can actually use this. I've actually used this for like a bucket of thin set. I've used it for a bucket of drywall mud. Like, this is a powerful little drill. It looks little, and I got a big hammer drill in my garage, but I never take it, never use it, because this drill is actually just that strong. So, yes, everybody needs this. This is a multi-tool. You need this every day. You never know what you're gonna need this with, but this is probably one of the greatest inventions in the last 100 years in tools. Palm sander. I mean, you always need one of these. You just know, it's one of the things for me. I never know when I'm gonna need one, so sometimes I like to just, as a finishing touch, sand some wood down to just make it real smooth. Or sometimes, hey, my drywall knives get a little rusty and I gotta sand them before I use them. So it's another one. We all know the big boy. I love this one. Now, they do sell a subcompact one as well that I will be getting in the future. I just, I haven't had a super need for it, but this one it'll take apart anything that you need. The saw's off. I have a saw, 7 1/4 saw. It does mostly everything. I mean, it's not the most powerful saw, so sometimes it'll struggle a little bit with plywood or something like that, but it does its job for the most part. But if you're struggling with that one, now you need the big boy. This is the big one that has takes 2 batteries, and this will cut through anything you have like butter. So I don't care, 3/4 inch plow. I've cut through everything with this, and this is unstoppable. This is a great one. If you do a lot of drywall, I highly recommend. This is one of those tools where you don't think you need it until you get it, and then you don't know how you ever did jobs without it. So I used to have this little bit that went into the driver to put drywall in, but once I got this, changed the game. So love my little drywall screw gun. Angle grinder. You just never know when you're gonna need it. I use it all the time. The other day, I just had somebody had a cooktop that didn't fit in their granite countertop, and I had to go in and save the day with my angle grinder and cut that countertop open a little more. So you just never know. This is a ratchet. I'll be honest with you, I really only use this when I'm installing toilets, but it's great for when I'm doing that. Since I do a lot of toilets. I do a lot of installations, but this comes in really handy when I'm installing toilets, and makes my job much easier. So, and of course my light. This light right here, I have them in the trailer. I have a couple of them, and you never know. I'm working under a sink. I just sit this in the corner, and it just turns it in the middle of the day at the beach. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. So rarely have to use it. It's a charger, but I usually have so many batteries with me that I just don't need a charger. I always have one just in case. Next, vacuum. I always keep this vacuum. You know, I like to, when I'm working at a job site, I like to keep it clean. Working in a customer's house, I make sure everything's always vacuumed up. They're not coming behind me to vacuum up sawdust or anything, drywall dust or anything in there. I'll be honest, this vacuum cleaner, they made this little cyclone attachment that you put on it. Before that, when I originally bought it, this was the worst. This was hot garbage. I mean, it was trash. But it wouldn't hardly pick up anything, and the filter would get clogged in like 2 seconds. But once they put this little cyclone attachment, it's the greatest thing ever. I don't understand this. It's wizardry, but it works for me. It definitely gets the job done. And then the last like kind of tool, and it's actually not Makita. It's just it's a heat gun. I keep a heat gun with me every day. I mean, you know, because if you're like me, you're doing drywall repair. I don't do a lot of big drywall installs. It's mostly repair, but cable, little quarter cable heat gun, great, do the job. This is actually my new one. The other one burnt out on the job with me like 2 weeks ago, and I had to use a blow dryer. It is not the same. Okay, not the same. So heat gun, and that's it for just the tools that are in my tool bed that I keep with me at all times. But I got some more stuff coming, so stay tuned. All right, we have some more items that I keep in a truck box. I showed you all the little power tools before, and just to let you know, if you see something you want me to review it, because all my tools they're definitely used, and they get used a lot. So you want me to show you how I use it, or you know, different ways, and whether I like it or not, just leave a comment. Let me know something you want to see more in depth. All right, here are the other things that I keep with me every day in my truck. Bam. I keep an entire packet of the Stabila levels. Now, I used to do a lot of tiles, and you know, tile Stabila is like the gold standard. All right. And I love them. I got a bunch of different sizes. Like I said, a little 16-inch, and some of them come in handy if you're doing whether you're doing a closet, you're doing a backsplash, it doesn't matter where. I don't use this. It's funny. I don't really use these for tile. I have other ones that I have that are dedicated for tile work, because they wouldn't be this clean if I used them for tile. Trust me on that. Yeah, but. Yep. I have different sizes. Even my little tiny one, that little 8-inch. Most of the ones that I have, I like to get the ones that are magnetic. So I didn't buy a set. These are all ones that I bought individually. So this one. So this is like these are some of these are magnetic. So, and I like those just in case, you know, I'm doing some metal frame doors. They come in handy. Little straight edge for measuring. This comes all these putting up artwork, pictures, things for people. Then the big boy, 4 foot. Got the 4 foot. That's also magnetic, and then also keep this straight edge for. Put things up. So next, I always keep caulk guns. I mean, I keep a few of these. They're always around. And need a flooring hammer. It's just sometimes, you know, you need a hammer or a strength of a mallet. But I need something that won't make a mark, you know. And the white side, so I don't really just use it for flooring. I use this for all sorts of things. But it comes in handy because the white side doesn't leave a mark. You know, got a regular hammer here, hand masker. I use this all the time. It's not just for painting. I do this. I might be drilling holes in the wall, and I just put this underneath so it catches all the dust, and it just saves me cleanup time. So I love these hand masters. All right, more with the tough system, but I keep these smaller tubs in the truck with me. You know, these are interior, just different interior screws, just different, a couple different sizes. I can pretty much get everything with those. I love this particular brand, the Toggler thing. I'm not a sponsor, but let's talk. I love the Toggler brand. These drywall anchors. These are probably the best ones of this style that I like. This right here, this was the new one that came out at Home Depot that I tried out. This little wall anchor, and these are hot trash. You know, they need to do something about. The thing is, when you drill a hole for it, and then you know put these in there behind it. Well, the problem is the back's not strong enough that you start stripping the screw. I mean not stripping the screw. You start stripping the hole when you're trying to put it in the wall, which never happens with these. Never. I drill these in by themselves. These I'll pre-drill a hole and it'll still just strip it. So I just can't, like, and it's what I get. I felt like I was cheating on Toggler when I got it, so you know, it's on me. Number 2. Now this one is exterior screws. So, you know, it's just, I have other ones. Like I said, I got much longer ones and in the trailer. But these, just stuff quick, you know, the screws I really like. And I keep different colors because I feel like it's a professional touch as far as I'm concerned. That depending on what I'm working on, I mean, a black screw might work way better as far as the look, or a white screw might work way better as far as how it looks when it's finished. Sometimes I like these panhead screws, these little stack screws and they tighten in from the side, like, so they're not wood necessarily just for wood. I just I like a nice finishing touch when I do a lot of this work. So, but like I said, you can just. Alright, last but not least, this is an old DeWalt tub, or tool holder, or whatever you call it, organizer. And this is just drywall screws. So I got these are different sizes of drywall screws, depending on what I'm doing. Of course, I got these for electrical, whenever if I gotta change out something, or like I said, I do a lot of appliance installation, so you're gonna need these for your dishwashers. And I got the bigger ones, different stuff for wall ovens and things of that nature. But I had the plastic ones, and I use these sometimes. But yeah, I never know when you need rubber bands. You always need rubber bands. But yeah, and of course some siding nails. I mean, you never know when you're gonna have to fix some siding. So. Next is this little ratchet set I got. It's a pass-through set. So what I like about these, I used to use them for toilets. I don't use them as much because I got the little Makita ratchet with deep sockets, so I don't really use them as much for toilets. But sometimes, I still need them, and it's just great because you just, I don't even think they even sell these anymore. But you just put these on there, and the bolt will just passes through, and you just screw it down. It's great. It's great. So I would always keep these. I had this set, and then a smaller set with a smaller ratchet and smaller sockets. But always good to have with you. All right, next, Spider bimetal hole saw. So you need to cut a hole in some metal for whatever reason. Maybe it's a screen door you're installing, but you got these these for it. Like I said, they're good. Before I had Lennox, now I have Spider. I don't know. We'll see. I don't use them that often, so we'll see how they hold up over time. Then I keep the, of course, my hole saw for wood. And same thing, you know, like I said, I like these. And if you were like me back in the day, I remember I was an insulator, and we did what's called drill and fill. We had to drill holes on the outside of the house and pump the insulation in through a hose. And you drill that hole, and to get that piece of wood out of the hole saw, whew, I mean a pain. So these things are a blessing because they just pop right out. All right. So as far as these little tools, that's it for now. Like I said, these are just some things I have with me on a day. Every day I carry all this. So you just never know what you're gonna run into, right? That's why I say, hey, handle your business. Don't let your business handle you.